I'm Teresa Perleberg with Bear Creek Felting.
And I'm Chris Armbrust with Dakota Fiber Mill, and together we are Shepherd Industries, back with you.
And we did a video a week ago, and we asked if you had any questions, and you submitted a bunch of questions. And we're going to get to those towards the end, but first we're going to share what we've been working on since last week. So,
yes.
Well, and we're going to share some products.
Yep.
As well.
Some products, and yeah, because this would be the first one.
Yeah. So what was it? Just this last weekend,
Yep.
we introduced the sampler needle felting kit. And in this kit, you get many different types of fiber. So there's 21 different kinds of fiber in here. And with it, and then you get a piece of felt.
Two pieces of felt.
Yeah, 2 pieces of felt, and one's made out of wool and one's made out of alpaca. And then there's all sorts of different colors and kinds of fiber, and you get to play with all those different kinds of fiber and see how they work. And you can make any kind of design you want to. These are just some of examples that I put together, and they're this size, the felt pieces.
The pieces of felt, yeah.
And you'll design your own design on them, and you can do whatever you want. You can just do these basic squares of all the different fibers. That's pretty much the easiest one. And then you can see how each fiber felts, and if you would want to use that to enhance any of your other felted creations in the future, you'll know how it felts and what it looks like, and it can give different textures to your work. And you can learn all that in here. There's basic instructions on just basic needle felting in here, and there's also it lists all the different fibers that are in here and a little bit about each fiber, and then each of the bags in here has a number to coincide with the instructions. And you can also get the foam felting cushion in here and the needles, or you can get it without if you already have a felting cushion, or if you already have needles, you can take them out. Okay, now we're going to share with you a product that we developed together. Chris has a felting machine that she can tell you more about it.
I partnered with 4 senior engineering students at a local university, NDSU here, and there wasn't a small cottage felting machine available to do what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to be able to do 1.5 inch thick felt, but also do the thinner felts for insoles and other projects that we wanted to do. And they took it on as their senior project, and they made it, and I paid for the materials, and they did all the engineering and built the machine, and that's what we're using. And we came up with a all natural felting pillow in 3 different sizes. And Teresa, maybe you tell them how to use it.
Yeah, what led up to this idea, when I found out that Chris had this felting machine, she was telling me about it because I would drop off my fiber and she would tell me what she was working on. And when she shared that with me, I thought that, so over the years, I've had people ask me, is there another option to a foam felting cushion? Because they're not good for the environment. They're not, what's in them that could be harmful, but you go through a lot of them, so they only last, like I felt every day, but they only last like a week, and then they're smushy and they don't work anymore. And so I had been trying to think of a more natural product, and when she mentioned her felting machine, I had thought, well, I think it would work to felt on top of wool. And so that's when we came up with the new felting pillow. And there was concern that when you're felting, it would stick down to it, but it doesn't stick any more than it does to the felting cushion, the foam felting cushion. You do have to peel it off, but over time it gets harder and harder, and it's much better than the foam felting cushion. And have had many positive reviews, have sold quite a few of these. They're very popular. And we started with this size, which is a 7x7, and which is the perfect size for traveling. You can stick it in your bag, and It's not as fat as the foam ones, and works for just felting in your lap. It's thick enough so that the needle doesn't go through. After we developed this one, which one did we do? This one next.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then we made a bigger one. I make bigger projects like giraffes, and so it's nice to have them laying flat on the whole thing instead of falling off. And then they also work really well together because I can, like when I have one of my felting pieces that I'm working on, I can put this under part of it, like the head is sticking up, and I can felt. So they work really well together. And then we came up with this little one, and this one works really well for felting in between the legs. I use it a lot. So like a big giraffe, I should have an example, but I don't. You stick it in between their legs, and then you can work on the top leg with this underneath it, or you can put it under their head when you're working and have it steady the head, and you can felt on that. So those are the 3 sizes, and those are available on my website at bearcreekfelting.com. So we're going to go through a few of our questions. I'll start out with somebody had a question about last time I shared. We were talking about our yarn, and this is angora Romney. Mm-hmm. And I had made a hat, and I shared it last time, and they were wondering if we had the pattern or sold the pattern. I got the pattern off of Ravelry, and it's called the Copycat CC Beanie, and it's by Emily Ingrid. So if you looked at that up on Ravelry, you would find it. And I used just one skein of this gray Romney Angora yarn to make this hat, and it stretches over your head really nice. So it looks small, but it stretches really well. Mm-hmm. And I also have that listed under this video, where you can just click over to that pattern too. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go through the rest of the questions. And one of the first questions was, can you describe your vision for the retail store? So if you're not familiar with what we are doing, we are renovating an old school here in North Dakota that we're going to have a fiber retreat center where you can come and learn all about the fiber arts. And we're just at the beginning stages of renovating this school and just going through the plans. And so this question comes from what we are going to do in our retail store and our vision for that retail store that we're going to have within that school.
The retail store will be located in one of the classrooms. Yeah, the first classroom up to your left when you walk up the front stairs, and it will be, the exterior walls will be left just as they are. So they'll have the chalkboards on the 3 sides, and then the beautiful windows that go across the front. And we will just fill them up with antiques to hold our products that we're going to be selling. And we'll have in the middle is where we will be displaying all the products that are for sale. And those products will be, of course, yarns, rovings, needle felting kits, notions, the supplies for needle felting, souvenirs, fiber-related giftware, anything related to fiber animals, and
yeah, we hope to decorate the entire school with fiber-related items, and then you'll be able to purchase those as well. Pictures, if you've seen pictures that we've shared on Facebook of the school and of fiber animals, those would be available for sale. We're going to have like spinning wheels that we're selling. We're going to also have spinning wheels that you can use while you're there, looms that you can use while you're there.
And looms for purchase. Yep.
And any fiber-related notions or... and then we'll also have souvenirs like from the school, such as t-shirts or things that you can buy that are souvenirs of the Nome Schoolhouse.
Yep.
All right. Is that it on that question?
Are you going to consider
Okay. Are you considering other local crafters' products in there as well as your own? And if we find a local crafter that fits in with our theme, yes, we would consider it, and we would purchase their items wholesale.
Yep.
So it'd have to fit in
sell.
with our fiber theme and natural products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It'd be great.
And then, will you be carrying those knitting bowls? Where do they come from? And they're beautiful.
Yes, that I currently have been selling hand-turned knitting bowls, wooden ones, but since then the gentleman that was making them for me is no longer making them, so I am searching out a wood turner to make knitting bowls that we can sell. So if you know of or you yourself are someone that would like to do that, we are looking for a source for those now. So yes, we hope to sell the wood bowls also.
Okay, the next question. Since you're having a caterer and bed and breakfast, will there also be a simple menu for non-sleepover customers to come and order off of, even if they're not staying overnight? Like a little Woolworth lunch counter type thing, soup and sandwich type menu, or maybe a burger, grilled cheese and milkshakes, supper time. If you have classes going on or shoppers in your store, history room, etc., or just people who are hungry, coming off the road, going by and want to stop in for a bite to eat, delivery guys, friends getting together for a bite to eat, or aren't you going in that direction?
And we are definitely going in that direction. We're just not sure it'll be as per the need. If we have a lot of folks coming, we'll always have baked goods, and the coffee pot will always be on. And
yeah, there will be crafters coming. There's a room where you can come and work on crafts anytime, and there'll always be baked goods or things that you can just go pick out yourself. As far as getting served meals, that would be for the bed and breakfast people for now.
yeah,
Is what we're thinking, but
right.
we're not sure how that's going to turn out. We are planning to do like an evening once a month or every couple weeks where we would have a meal. You can come, but it wouldn't be always available. But we would advertise that we're going to do a meal or something special, and then the general public would be invited.
Right.
And that's our plans for now, and they may change according to need.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
The event center. What types of events are you thinking about? Obviously, wedding receptions and reunions. Anything else? Craft shows, quilting, sewing, painting classes, chili contests, rib fest type events, family movie night, family game night. And our answer is
Yes. I mean, absolutely. Whatever folks need the space for, or want to use the event center for, we welcome it all.
Yeah, those are all amazing ideas.
Great ideas.
Any type of event, business event, graduations, birthdays, business meetings, anything like that.
Yep, showers, baby showers, bridal showers. You bet.
Yep. Right, the next question. I'm curious about the wedding packages that I saw mentioned in one of your articles or comments. What kind of packages are you talking about? And then this question goes along with that one. You're also having a bar, so a wedding party could have a catered reception in the old gym, have access to the bar, stay in the bed and breakfast, have breakfast in the morning, all without having to drive off the premises. Is that the kind of package you're thinking of?
Yes, absolutely. When we talk about packages, is so many of the wedding venues nowadays, everything is kind of a la carte, and you are responsible for your own decorating, and you're responsible for taking those decorations down at the end of the event. And ours, we're going to have 4 or 5 different design decorating themes, whether they be traditional and rustic and outdoorsy, and those will all be included in the price, and we will put them up and we will take them down. The bride and groom do not need to stress about that. And of course we'll have an on-site caterer, so we can have the food and the desserts and everything included in one price. Or if you want to use an outside caterer, we welcome that also. All the beverages will be right there on site, and we'll have the packages. So if you want to rent all the B&B rooms for family guests, wedding party, what have you, we're going to have many different options for many different price ranges, something for any bride.
All right.
Yep.
And then did you say about the whole weekend?
Oh yeah, and you can get the space for the whole weekend so that you can do the wedding gift opening the following morning, and we'll provide a wonderful brunch for that also, and that will all be included, and you never have to leave. And if we don't have enough B&B rooms, just 9 miles away, Enderlin has a nice motel also for spillover guests.
The next question. Hi guys, it's nice to meet you both. Teresa, I've been admiring your felted creations for a while now. I have a question. I'm looking to make a needle felted animal and I want it to have a very rustic look. I wish to use a wool with many guard hairs poking out all over. What wool would you suggest? Good luck with your channel and I look forward to seeing more videos. So, Shetland and Icelandic have guard hairs in there, and another option would be to needle felt with a regular wool, and then at the end you could poke in like bison fiber or like llama and alpaca, which the llama has more hair like.
Yeah, more guard hairs than the alpaca, but some alpaca has a lot of guard hairs as well. And the caribou, the hair breed sheep, I mean they're very hairy. You could felt those in at the end also.
Yeah, but you'd want to probably start with wool. Icelandic and Shetland felt very well, and they do have the guard hairs just mixed in there, so that might be your first option. And if you want more, you could also add the hair like the llama and the bison. Yeah. And the last question, how is your fundraising going? So I think it was a couple weeks ago, we put on Facebook that we are doing some fundraising for our school project. And we had, on our website, we had put different levels and things where you could donate, and there was rewards for each donation. And we later decided to take that down. We had heard that there's scammers that could take advantage of us, and that it was safer for both us and the person donating if we did it through a site like Kickstarter. So we decided to take that down. There still is you can still donate. You can go to First Community Credit Union if you live in the area and donate there to Shepherd Industries. But we're going to do a Kickstarter starting May 1st. We just figured that would be safer for both parties. And you'll also know then that if we don't meet our goal, we don't get any of the funds. It's important that we get to our goal. Yeah, Kickstarter is similar to GoFundMe, and only Kickstarter is for businesses such as ours that are getting going, that need some help, and we'll set a goal, and we need to meet that goal. It's all or nothing. So we're hoping that we can meet that goal to cover our preliminary costs is what we're going to be searching for that Kickstarter. Yeah, that would help us get going in our project and get us a good start. And if you aren't able to donate, it would be very helpful if you shared with others that you think might be interested. That would be a good way to help us out. So stay tuned for more on that. Yep. We'll be updating you on YouTube and on Facebook. So May 1st is the date, so save the date. Yeah, we're looking forward to a trip to Maryland, to the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival next week. So if anybody's there, and just say that you'll be there. We'd love to meet up with people. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, because all 4 of us will be there. So, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Please post questions if you have any fiber-related questions at all. If you have questions about our school project, any fiber-related, anything to do with processing, running a mill, like anything. Chris does. Yeah. Starting a mill, opening a mill, sheep, alpaca. Yeah. Any of those things. Yeah. Please ask in the comment section below this video, and we will answer your questions next time. Yeah. Thanks you so much. Watching.